Hey, what's up, guys? This is Jeff, and as you can probably tell by the title, I'm going to be comparing two LLMs for a voice AI agent. So, just for a little bit of background, I've been seeing a lot of the AI automation agency videos, and I think the voice agent aspect of it was pretty cool. So, I've been dabbling in it a little bit, and as of right now, my current daily driver is 5.4 mini GPT for the LLM. And if you've been looking at the voice AI videos, you probably know there's pretty much one architecture you can use. I mean, there's the voice to voice, but if you're doing like the modular type of agent, you're going to have speech to text, LLM, and text to speech. For speech to text, I use DeepGram Nova 3. And for the text to speech, I'm using Cartesia Sonic 3. Now, I know a lot of people will build their voice agents on things like Go High Level or maybe Make or N8N. I did custom code mine. You don't really have to, but it gives you a little bit more control and flexibility. So that's why I decided to code mine. And I'm comfortable. I do have a coding background. So that's pretty much the architecture. I think Nova 3 and Cartesia Sonic 3 are the industry standards. I know a lot of people will use 11 Labs, but since we are taking a little bit of a hit with the LLM and using GPT, I decided to go with Cartesia. And for the use case, appointment booking, I think Cartesia is fine. It doesn't sound too bad. It's not too robotic, but yeah. So the use case today is going to be booking appointments for a home service company, specifically roofing. So like I said, 5.4 mini is my daily driver, and I'm going to be comparing it to the new Gemini 3.5 Flash that just released like 2 days ago. So I've never even heard 3.5 Flash in a voice agent. So I'm going to find out what it's like with you guys. So to start, I'm just going to call my demo bot, and we're going to start with 5.4 mini.
Thank you for calling Brunswick Roof.
Thanks for calling Brunswick Roofing. This is Riley. How can I help you today?
Hey, Riley. Yeah, I was just looking to get a roof replacement.
I can definitely help with that. Just to make sure we can help, are you the homeowner?
I'm not, but I am the property manager, so I am authorized to do some renovations on the property.
Got it. What day or time works best for you?
Do you have anything on Thursday morning?
Yes. I have 8 a.m. or 8:30 a.m. on Thursday morning. Which works better?
Let's go with 8:30.
Thursday at 8:30 a.m. works for me.
Okay.
Can I get your first name for the booking?
Jeff, Jeff.
Got it, Jeff. And what's the address of the property we'll be inspecting?
91 Brett Road in Piscataway, New Jersey.
Got it. And what's the zip code there?
12345.
Got it. So the address I have is 91B RETT Road, New Jersey 12345. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
And can you spell out your email for me?
Jeff, Jeff @gmail.com.
I have JEFF@GMAIL.com. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
We have your number as... Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
You're all set. One of our specialists will see you at 91 Brett Road, New Jersey 12345 on Thursday, May 28th at 8:30 a.m. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, that's it. Thank you. All right, so that was the full end-to-end flow. As you can see, the voice agent's not perfect. I'm still working on it. There's some pauses in between, but that's like a realistic, view of what an agent could look like as you're trying to optimize it and get it dialed in. So, besides the pauses in between, I think just the data collection is pretty good. So 5.4 is really good with that. And as you probably heard, Cartesia, it's a little bit robotic, but it's it's okay. It's a start. And I think, one of the value propositions of these AI automation agencies and voice agents and stuff like that is this is the worst it's going to be. And as I start reaching out to prospects and talking to them, that's one of the things I'm going to touch on. So it's only going to get better. The pauses are going to be less frequent. I mean, that could be part of my prompting or my backend system. Everything's going to get better over time. So these models are going to get stronger and so on and so forth. So that was 5.4 mini. Since I custom coded mine, I could just have Claude pull the logs. So let me just have Claude pull the metrics for that call. And then we're going to go to Gemini afterwards. Okay, so I'm looking at the results of the call. So the appointment did go through. We got booked. Like I said, overall end-to-end flow was okay. It was pretty good. It was just like the latency was varying a lot. We averaged about 1100 milliseconds, which is pretty good. I mean, if you could get under 1,000, that's like usually the sweet spot. That's part of the reason why, like I said before, I opted for Cartesia, because I wanted the reliability of the tool calling of the LLM, like GPT, and that does increase the time a little bit. So 1100 average, not bad. It hit all the different phases. So the way I prompted it is we have the greeting qualification, then we go to scheduling, then booking, then the completed or the confirmation stage, and then hang up at the very end. So it went through all the phases nicely. I'm looking at the appointment. So I did say Piscataway, New Jersey. It did not catch the Piscataway, and it still went through with the booking, which I don't know why it did that. But I mean, these are some of the things that you got to hash out when building these things. So, and before, when I would test it, I think this is like a one-off type of thing, because usually I'll just say the whole address with the town included, and it will pick it up. For whatever reason, it didn't. But I mean, this just happens sometimes. So now let me just switch to Gemini, and then we're going to do another test call. And for this test call, I'm going to use a different name, because since the Jeff contact is already in Go High Level, I kind of use Go High Level as like a middle layer. Since it's already in there, I'm going to have to switch up the name and the contact, because sometimes when you use the same name or same email or same phone number, Go High Level gets kind of funky with the booking. It might pull in a different name for a different appointment. It just gets a little weird. So we're going to use a different name for this call.
Thank you for calling Brunswick.
Thanks for calling Brunswick Roofing. This is Riley. How can I help you today?
Hey, Riley, how's it going? I was just looking to get a roof replacement.
Okay, I can definitely help with that. Just to make sure we can help, are you the homeowner?
I'm not, but I am the property manager, so I am authorized to make renovations for this property.
Got it. What day?
Do you have anything on Thursday? Maybe 8:30 on Thursday?
I don't have.
All right, so for whatever reason, Gemini just broke on me. So let's see why that is. Okay, so I just tried doing that Gemini test call, and I got an error. I got a 503 error, which pretty much means it's on the server side, so like on Google's end. And Claude is telling me it was due to high demands, which is really interesting. I know this is new, but maybe that was a fluke. So we're going to try one more test call to see if Flash 3.5 can last the whole call. So we're going to do one more Gemini test call.
Thank you for calling Brett.
Thanks for calling Brunswick Roofing. This is Riley. How can I help you today?
Hey, Riley, I was just looking to get a roof replacement.
I can definitely help with that. Just to make sure we can help. Are you the homeowner?
Yes, I am.
Got it. What day or time works best for you?
Do you have 8:30 on Thursday?
We don't have 8.
Hello?
So,
Oh, I cut it off. But I mean, I don't know. That's 2 calls in a row. I would not trust that in production. You know, the first call was 5.4. I know there were some pauses, but it just went all the way through. And 2 calls in a row, Gemini 3.5 was just lagging or just stopping midway. So I wouldn't say it's production ready. Maybe 3.5 flash is not good for voice AI. Yeah, so I mean that pretty much ends this comparison for today. So 5.4 mini is still going to be my daily driver, and I'll continue testing other models just to see what's out there, see how they compare. But so far 5.4 mini has been pretty good. Jumping back in here to do another LLM test, and I'm actually going to be testing 5.4, not the mini version, but 5.4. And the reason being is because I remember when I was using 4.1 as my daily driver, I was switching between 4.1 and then mini and nano. And although mini and nano were faster, they weren't really reliable in terms of instruction following and tool calling. So I'm thinking maybe that's the case here. 5.4 mini is a little bit faster, but maybe it's not too reliable. So we're going to test 5.4. I know we're going to take a little bit of latency hit, most likely. But I think when it comes to appointment booking, especially on behalf of clients, you want to make sure you're getting accurate data and actually booking appointments, because at the end of the day, they would be paying you for this service. So I think if you take a little bit of a latency hit, but you get a better product in the end, I think it's worth it. So I haven't been using 5.4 mini for that long. It's been only a couple days since I switched from 4.1 to 5.4 mini. So we're going to test 5.4. I already switched it on my bot, on my demo bot. So we're going to see what it's like, see if the pauses are still a thing, which is not really due to the LLM. It's just the overall system with turn detection, the LLM, speech to text, really everything that goes into that, the full end-to-end flow. So I don't expect the pauses to get fixed, but I think data collection, the responses are going to be more consistent. Things of that nature are going to be better. So 5.4 is already sent on my bot. So let's go ahead and do another test call.
Thank you for calling Brunswick Roof.
Thanks for calling Brunswick Roofing. This is Riley. How can I help you today?
Hey, Riley. I was just looking to get a roof replacement.
I can definitely help with that. Just to make sure we can help, are you the homeowner?
I am, and I was also wondering how much this might cost me.
For exact pricing, we'd need to do an inspection first. What day or time works best for you?
Do you have anything on Thursday morning?
Let me check that. I have Thursday at 8 a.m. or 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Which works better?
Let's go with 8:30.
Thursday, May 28th at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Does that work for you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Can I get your first name for the booking?
Joe?
Got it, Joe. And what's the address of the property we'll be inspecting?
98 Brett Road in Piscataway, New Jersey.
And what's the zip code there?
12345.
Got it. So the address I have is 98 Road, Piscataway, New Jersey, 12345. Is that correct?
98 Brett Road in Piscataway.
Got it. 98 Brent Road, Piscataway, New Jersey, 12345. Is that correct?
Almost. Brett is spelled Brett.
Got it. So the address I have is 98 Brett Road, Piscataway, New Jersey, 12345. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
And can you spell out your email for me? At gmail.com. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
We have your number as, is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so overall, just the overall feeling felt a lot faster, which I'm kind of surprised me. I thought it would be slower, but that was faster than 5.4 mini. Obviously, I'm going to do a lot more testing with it, but it did seem really good. It kind of got tripped up with the address collection, but I was able to correct it. So we'll see how that is in future tests, but seems like 5.4 is a clear winner over 5.4 mini. Now I'm going to do a lot more testing just to verify, because one call can't really determine whether it's better or not. But one more thing that I forgot to mention, which is really important, and it may be a factor in why this was better. I did upgrade PipeCat. So like I said, I custom coded mine. So the PipeCat version I was using was a little bit older. I was using 0.108. I just upgraded to the latest, which is 1.2.1. So that could have also played into why this was a lot faster. So I think that's a very important thing to mention. But I think really everything was a lot better with the LLM. And then obviously just the infrastructure itself was improved with the upgrade. So after a couple more tests, I could very well be using 5.4 as my daily driver. And I'll just have Claude pull up the metrics again just to look at the numbers. But one thing I want to note is towards the end, there was a little bit of a pause during the actual booking phase after all the information was collected. So I'm going to see if the appointment actually got booked. Hopefully it did, but we're going to see. Like I said, I did just upgrade PipeCat. And when you upgrade things like that, especially like a big jump, some of the code has to change. So LLM did its part. It collected all the data. And if the appointment did not get booked, that's not really an LLM thing. That might just be the code that has to be tweaked a little bit. So we're going to look at the metrics, and then I'll also pull up the appointment if it's even there. Still pulling the logs, but right off the bat, I'm thinking the appointment did not get booked because I could already see that I use Sentry for error logging, and I see I got some errors. So I'm thinking something went wrong with the booking. Like I thought, the appointment did not get booked. But as we can see, steady state latency ranged from mid 400 to 900, and then the mean was 1100, which is a little bit better than what we saw in the previous test with 5.4 mini. Again, it's really hard when you have that modular architecture to get under 1,000. 1100 is good though. And as you can see, Claude called out the address spellback. That took some time. Email confirmation, it's saying almost 4,000 milliseconds, which I didn't really feel. I just spelled out the email and then it spelled it back to me. But overall, it just felt faster, which is really important because the end lead for our clients want to feel that speed. And yeah, Claude also saw when it pulled the logs that there was an error in the appointment booking. And like I said, that's just due to a code bug that I have to fix, which was a result of the upgrade in PipeCat. But yeah, so 1100, can't really complain. You're getting good reliability and tool calling with that and instruction following, which is really good. The only way to really get well below 1100 would be to use a voice to voice. I did test Gemini Live. It was really fast and it sounded really good, but it just could not handle data collection, like spelling out emails and names and stuff like that, addresses. It just could not do it. After 5, 6, 7 turns, it just couldn't get that done. But besides that, it sounded really good and it was really fast. So hopefully in later models of Gemini Live, they could fix that because that would be a huge game changer. But for now, got to stick with the modular architecture and it's pretty good. So definitely going to do a lot more testing, but it's looking like 5.4 is promising. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm going to try to document as much of this as possible, both the technical side of things and just the agency side of things. Just share what's working for me, what I'm learning, what I'm struggling with, failures, wins, really everything. It's not going to be only voice AI stuff. I'll probably get into other automation things that I'm working on too. But right now I am focusing a lot on the voice AI side of things and I might not get too technical in terms of like the actual coding, but maybe some higher level architecture stuff like data storage or like the different stages from like greeting to qualification and so on and so forth. So I'll try to keep it somewhat high level and not get too nitty gritty with the details. But like I said before, I just decided to code this. Maybe one day I'll do a video where I build something on Make or Go High Level or N8N and then compare that to the custom coded voice agent. So that could be an interesting project I work on, but I don't want to get too distracted. I guess maybe that could be valuable, but we'll see. So yeah, I'm just going to try and stay consistent and try to share as much as possible. So that's pretty much it. And hopefully you enjoyed this one and stick around for the next one.